Hey, well, happy Monday. It's the start of a brand new week. It's Sunday afternoon. Trent and I have had a very busy weekend. We just actually got home and we're a little tired.
Exhausted. Tired isn't really putting it well enough. Saturday we left at what time? Very early in the morning.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Went to Kentucky
after the live stream.
After the live stream on Friday.
After the live stream, got to LA, left early the next morning, Saturday.
We drove down to Kentucky, did a little event for a single barrel release for Patreon on Saturday. Got back at like 9:30.
Yep.
And then today we went to Chicago for an MS walk for my buddy's mom who has MS, and that was a lot of fun, but it's tiring.
Yeah.
So I figured
it's a long day.
What better thing to do? You'll have to apologize. The
Kyle, I'm sorry, buddy.
Water softener is currently going off, and we can't unplug it.
I'll promise you this: the furnace is turned off, the refrigerator's unplugged, but now the water softener is running. I hate to unplug it too, because then it just the programming gets all nuts with it. So Kyle, he's gonna kill us, but
the city folk don't know what that is.
sorry, buddy.
So I figured, what better way to start off the Monday than with a little secret.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A little secret.
I will say, full disclosure, this was sent to us. This is a media sample of something.
All right.
So.
Interesting. You're going to tell me anything about it? Is it a bourbon? Is it a rye? Is it an American single malt?
We'll give it a smith. I almost said sniff. Give it a smell or a sniff.
Give it a sniff.
And see what you got.
Oh, well, okay. Man, that is really good. I believe dynamite. That to be a rye whiskey.
But
wow, that's pretty fantastic.
I'll say your
aromas are beautiful.
You're right on the fact that it is a rye whiskey. So
okay, well, good.
Props to you.
Thank God for that. I don't usually get many things right, but thank God for that. I thought I was right about it. I was pretty confident. But you never know.
Just because Kyle might be working on some of the audio stuff, we'll make it a little bit easier for him this time. And just kind of come right out with it. Big shout out to Jack Daniels. They sent us the special release small batch rye. This one. So I did a smidgen of research, and you'd be surprised. They also sent a little media card with some info about what it was. I threw it out on accident without reading it. Sorry. Thank you to the Jack Daniels PR team. We love and appreciate you, but I didn't read the sheet. This is the Boiler Hill number 2, batch number 2, 142.7. So this is a hazmat. This comes in at 375. These are 375s. They're not 750s.
Oh wow!
And it's $65.
Wow.
So I mean, pretty on par with some of the 375 releases. If you look at like Old Forester, and Jack Daniels has done this in the past with their Coy Hill small batch.
So that's I was just getting. This is like a reminiscent of a Coy Hill bourbon.
A little bit
in rye whiskey. I'm a little bit nervous now that you said that. I had a smile on my face when you said Jack Daniels. I was like, okay, well, this smells fantastic. They've been doing such an incredible job with all their limited releases, their special releases. And then you told me it was 142 proof.
So you'll have to excuse me because I did pull some info up on the internets. There are 3 different warehouses. So we have Boiler Hill number 2. So it was Boiler Hill was the warehouse, and there was a batch 1 and a batch 2. This is batch 2. This had a little over 1,100 cases produced, and it was barreled on July 11th of 2017. So this is a 9-year. No, 8.5. 8.5 year rye. There was a Fire Brigade Fields, and that only had 1 batch, and that'll be a 10-year. And then there was a Coy Hill batch 1 and 2, and those were 2016 and 2017 as well. So again, we have Boiler Hill number 2, and this is the second of the Boiler Hill batches.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is going to be very interesting. I'm gonna keep an open mind, because if I'm going to be honest, like the Jack Daniels single barrel proof bourbons, I don't really reach for them much anymore. They're just they're hot.
They are hot.
They drink a little
I will
hot
say
for
that
me.
they are
That's why you didn't notice them on our top 5 list when it come to their price category. It's just something I don't really reach for much anymore because of that higher proof. Coy Hill, great flavors. Not a massive fan for me, simply because of the proof. I know there's a lot of you out there that are proof hounds. They just love it. So you'll disagree with me, and that's fine. So I'm really curious how this is going to go. I'm a little nervous now. I will say this. In the aromas and smelling aromas, I got the old Schnauzer down there I'm not getting a ton of ethanol.
It's
I will
really
say
not.
that. I will say that. But
The nice thing about these higher proof hazmat releases is that I don't drink. I don't reach for them that often,
right.
so they last at least in my bar.
Oh,
a lot. I still have the 2021 Coy Hill 145 proof, and it's not even halfway gone yet.
wow.
Because I just don't pull it that often.
Yeah. I can absolutely see that.
And the 10-year Hill was hazmat, but it didn't drink super hazmat-y, from what I recall.
Mm-hmm.
And this is around that same proof point, so
Let's check it out.
it smells divine.
There's cherry cola in there for days for me with a slight hint of maple.
And there's like that beautiful rye. That rye aspect is coming through on the nose 100%.
It's not
lovely.
minty. It's not that super minty
No.
herbal thing, but it's definitely a glorious rye smell you get out of there too. It's wonderful on the nose. That's the first sip of the day, so just bear with me.
Man, it did something about it. Oh.
Yeah, it's.
Ooh.
I would have prepped a little bit had I known that was coming to you. Maybe next time don't
You're
keep it
welcome.
a secret.
You're welcome.
Holy cow, I would have sincerely prepped a little bit. But that was magnificent.
That was a roller coaster of
That was
flavor.
unbelievable. It hit me with that viscosity right off the bat, but wow, I got to take another sip. It was robust and rich and full flavor. Wow. Jack Daniels, man.
Dude, it's juicy.
Jack Daniels.
I don't know what it is. Jack Daniels does just such an incredible job with rye whiskey. They really do. That maple comes through on the note on the palate
Amazingly.
really well.
Amazingly.
I don't want to.
Rich in maple.
I wouldn't say you could trick me into thinking this is a maple finished rye whiskey of any kind, but that like sweet, syrupy really dials down. I think it dials down that proof point a little bit, like with that viscosity and the maple in there.
Wow.
You get that. It's hot. Like, don't get me wrong.
It is, but I'm intrigued and I'm going to go back for a little more.
Yeah.
And 140 is not my thing. And I'll echo what Trenton said. It's hot. If I happen to get a bottle of this, if I'm fortunate to be able to get one, it will be like Trenton mentioned, to be one that'll sit on the shelf quite a while. Because if you get some, it'll be a little bit. But y'all, man, that's some fabulous flavor.
And
class. I mean, it's spectacular.
The mash bill on this is 70% rye, 18% corn, 12% malted barley. I think that's standard across all Jack Daniel's rye mash bills. I could be mistaken, but I believe that's their single rye mash bill. Don't slay me in the comments if I'm wrong, but
I'm kind of speechless. Truthfully, I don't know what to say.
it has this like on the nose. I go back to it has this beautiful like dusty quality to it.
That maple is there. Now I'm getting it. That cherry cola-esque that I was getting on the aromas. It is exquisitely layered. It's so balanced. It has depth. It has viscosity. I'm going to go out on a limb. This might be the best whiskey I've tasted so far this year. I know my memory. I'm 62, so some of my memory. But I'm just saying. I don't know if I've been this. I don't know if I've been this enamored on a first sip so far in 2026. I don't know if I have been. That's super.
I'm struggling to think of anything that would beat this, but I don't think you're incorrect.
I don't know what it would be. You have better memory than I, but we've had some good whiskeys. But this is just. I'm a little bit sad. It's 142 proof. If I'm going to be completely honest, I'm a little sad. If it was like 120, 124, I'd be hard. It'd be hard pressed to keep that 375 more than several months. I'd be digging into it.
That's the thing, though. I like it. Jack Daniels really did. They do that hazmat stuff with their limited releases, because everybody's clamoring for it. Water softener's off.
Water softener off.
Hopefully I didn't pick it up. It might.
Yeah, Kyle uses a good job trying to scrub it out, but yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
The all of their limited releases that have been hazmat, apart from the first Coy Hill, I don't think drink as hot as the proof point states. Like I wouldn't think this is 142. I think it's like mid 130s. Like don't get me wrong, it's still hot.
Smell it again. I'm sorry. I know you're in mid thought. I'm getting like cocoa, a dusting of cocoa.
Dude, I know.
This is just, I'm just going back.
It just keeps evolving. And this is, again, there's 4 other batches of this. So if you're fortunate enough, I don't know if these are our distillery release or if these are going to make it out into the general public. I hope that they do, because there's so many. They did a 375. My hope is that a lot more people get to try stuff like this for $65. I think $65 for this, if you can find it, is a steal.
Oh, without question. It's a buy.
I'd load the truck up and we'd be cooking with 20 cases of it.
And I say that. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but for me, it's a buy immediately if you see one. It's that good. I realize that in a normal 750, it's $130, but if there was a 750 for that for $130, it's immediate buy.
It's almost like this blood orange maple. That chocolate, like that dusting of like a cocoa thing is coming through now a little bit. It's opened up in the last however long this video has been going on.
I don't know. I have to quit sipping it, but man, wow. That's... I'm floored once again. Jack Daniels. I don't know what to say. A lot of times when we gush up here about certain things, we always get a few comments that we're being sponsored or they're paying us or we're never paid by anybody. We're never sponsored by anybody. When we think something's darn good, we want to tell you because you are our community, and we like for you to know. That's the bottom line. That's the truth, and that's a winner chicken dinner.
I know. I've been getting a lot of like articles lately about the sale of Brown-Forman to Sazerac or Pernod Ricard. I'm not saying that right because it's a French company, but I really hope that if Brown-Forman goes through with an acquisition, that they're still able to maintain this level of sophistication and excitement around their limited releases, coupled with the fantastic prices that these are. Because a lot of times you'll see a brand buy another brand, or they'll drop $12-15 billion on something, and they'll just shoot the prices up to grab some of that money back and then make the product worth.
Yep.
Please, if you
leave them alone.
I really just hope that they're able. If they do move through with an acquisition, be happy for them. I wish I had $12 billion. That'd be nice.
I wish you did too.
I know. We'd still be up here. We'd just be buying all the stupid, the more stupid stuff, even though we already do that anyways. Yeah. I just hope that this is a brand that doesn't succumb to some of the other tragic things that other acquisition brands have kind of had experience with over the last couple of years that we've seen just nosedive. Yeah. So,
100%.
Thank you again to Jack Daniels for sending this. My apologies for losing the media sheet, but I don't think I've ever read a media sheet that we've gotten sent. So, fantastic effort. I'd be curious to try the other 4 brick houses and see how those vary too.
Holy cow!
I know. Well, that'll never happen.
No, but it won't for us. But maybe. Yeah. Through some friends and family, we might be able to
do a little trade ski.
Not even that, just maybe even borrow it for just a little bit of a video.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Even that would be,
dude. If we could
really neat.
If we could blind all 5,
man,
I would love that.
Yeah,
I would love that.
No question about it. Yeah, we'll never get all 5, but you never know. Might be able to get a little help from a friend.
Yeah. If you're watching this, I hope, and you're interested, I hope that you're able to find one of these. My hope is that with the smaller bottle size, that the wealth is a lot more spread out across it. And it's not just getting bought up by flippers and sold for a ridiculous amount of money.
Mm.
I've heard these are going for $600-700 on secondary. Please don't.
Oh.
Please don't.
Mm.
It's good. It's not that good. Can promise you that much.
No.
But it's your money at the end of the day.
I get it. And we've been doing this long enough to where I understand the game and understand what people do, but it still doesn't make me happy. It just doesn't. Trent and I have seen them in our area, in our town, grabbing up things. We know they're flippers. We know what they're doing. And it's hard for me to keep my mouth shut.
Kurt's gotten banned from a couple of Facebook groups.
I did get banned for that. I am usually pretty calm. I'm pretty calm, and I'm very well spoken to everyone, very kind and accommodating, but yeah, there's a couple Facebook groups I got kicked booted out of because I gave my 2 cents in a decent way, right, John?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not drunk,
I'm
not that guy, but in a decent way. What you're doing isn't right. It's just not right. Anyway, okay, well, that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
This is really good. Kudos to Jack Daniels, and I think if Chris Fletcher is still the master distiller there, I don't have the bottle to confirm that, but I mean, they don't miss. And I drank the whole thing, so.
I went back 4 or 5 times on 142 proof. That's shocking.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. It's a good day. I hope you all have a fantastic week. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly. See you next time right down here with Trent and me in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.